Hey y'all, it is the summertime, and as we all know, it is an unspoken rule. When it gets hot outside, we gotta put braids in. One of the most popular styles going on right now with braids are boho braids. It could be boho cornrows, boho locks, all of that. Boho is when you get the extra curly pieces added to the braid or to the lock to give it more of a hippie boho feel, right? So these are my boho locks. They've been in for like a month and a half. This side needs to be tamed. You can tell my edges aren't done. The curls. Everybody loves the look of the natural hair in their boho braids, but they don't tell you. They don't tell you about the maintenance. Like, this is a matted mess. And this is real time. Nothing has been edited. I didn't fluff this up to make it look worse. Like, I took it out of this rubber band. So I wanted to make a video to show you guys how I pretty much do the upkeep to my boho braids. I haven't been seeing enough video content on this. This side has been tamed. This is the maintenance that I do. The edges and stuff are done. So, okay, let's dive in. What I use, or what you would need, is some sort of leave-in conditioner. In my opinion, I wouldn't use the same expensive leave-in conditioner that you use on your natural hair, because this is hair that's not going to grow. It's not going to get in any better of a condition. It's, you know, even if it's human hair, it's not, I just wouldn't waste my money on hair that you'll probably take out in a few weeks. Water, spray bottle, some type of mousse, and if I'm not mistaken, oh, sorry, if I'm not mistaken, that's what I was gonna say, it needs to be for curls. Since it has the wave pattern, curls. And then you will also see me using this. It still has hair in it from this side, as well as this. I got this here from this edge control from off TikTok shop. I love it, love it, love it. So far, it is one of the best edge controls that I have personally used, and it gave me these results. Now, mind y'all, this is what I've done on this side. This side still needs to be done. This side is not wet at all. So let's try to do this quick. I'll do one section just to show you guys the process. So I take about maybe 10 locks in my hand, just to section it off. Put my other ones that need to be messed with back out the way. Finger comb. And then as far as my boho locks, I have about 4 to 5 individual pieces of strands of hair, or pieces of hair down each lock. So I go through and I pull each piece away from itself. Like sometimes, and I'm sure you'll see one, sometimes the hair gets tangled up with the other pieces of hair along the same lock. So I'm just using my fingers to pretty much pull it apart, pull it off that lock or off that braid if you have braids. I want it sticking out and not kind of tangled down on itself. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible. This looks like a good one. So as you can see, that's a piece of hair there. Grab, pull, grab, pull. That's it. It's a close-up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I've just been doing this for the last month, so I'm able to be a little faster. Sometimes you'll run into hair that when you pull it apart, you can just feel that it's getting a little kinky. As far as that, what I do is I take like a rat tail comb and I actually just comb it out, still starting from the end of the hair, moving all the way up to get that kink out. Next, look at these ends, y'all. Ratted mess. Next, take my unbrush, start at my ends, move up. That's all I'm doing. Pull these ends out. Throughout this entire process, you will constantly see me finger combing, finger combing, finger combing. The next thing I do is, before I do that, I want to make sure that I have all of my locks that I need for the front. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the edge process too. All right, like this one. This one feels a little ratted. Pulling out knots and stuff that's kinked up. Take my water. I usually try to aim for the ends of the hair first. Manipulate it in and spray the rest of the locks. And I'm not drenching them, but I am getting them wet enough to where pretty much all of the curly hairs that we pulled apart have some type of moisture on them. Go back through and I separate individually because I don't want them trying to tangle up with the ones beside it. Take me a little bit. My leave-in, inexpensive leave-in. What is this mosquito? I got a mosquito in here. Make sure I focus on those ends and the boho pieces. And I massage it in. Sometimes you'll see me go through, or sometimes I will go through and just kind of finger coil each piece with the conditioner still on my hand, giving some individual love and affection to each little piece. As of today, I'm rushing, so maybe a couple of pieces will get skipped. But as for you, you guys will know what to do. All right. Usually spray again. Not as much as I did on the first time. Just to help, that water helps kind of smooth it and move it throughout each piece. And as you can see, the curls are already doing much, much better. And just to give you an idea, these are the curls that are dry. See that? Okay. Lastly, take my mousse. I use about this, maybe about this much. About a palm size, or half a palm size for each section of 10 to 12 locks of braids. I just rub it in. That is wet. And this is dry. Dry, wet. All right. Now, as for these edges are concerned, please, 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 please make sure your hands are clean. Don't have a bunch of other product on it because this edge control does not like other products. It even says it like on the package. It's like, make sure your hair is clean, free from all oil and anything else, because it will cake or leave a white residue if there's anything else on your hair when applying this product. Knew I had one of these somewhere. Okay, so if you are familiar with, and I don't know, excuse me, this probably won't necessarily work for people with boho braids, but it it works really well for me with Boho Locs. Boho Braids, Boho Braid Baddies. Y'all can just pretty much do your edges and wrap it after you've done all of this. I would say do your edges after. Do all the wetting and conditioner and foam mousse and stuff before, and then go ahead and style your edges, wrap it, you're good to go. As for me, or anybody else who has Boho Locs, I pretty much do the same process that you would do if you had traditional locks. So I take my product, I rub it in to my lock section. I make sure my part is back clean, and I kind of like swoop it the same way that I would with edges if it was just my edges that I was styling. I swoop it, but then I gotta take that hair and twist it up on itself like that. I'll tuck it behind my ear, and I'm gonna let that bad boy dry. Same thing for the rest. And that is pretty much how I, what do you call it? Refresh my edges, do my edges, whatever. As I was doing this, I was thinking like, darn, I feel bad for leaving the braid girlies out. Like, I know that not everybody has Boho Locs. Some people have Boho Braids. And so I just remembered that there was a concept that I would do when I had Boho Braids. Okay, so same, you do every single thing the exact same way that I did it in this video, except when you get to the point of putting your edge control on and then twisting it. Excuse me, instead of twisting it, you put your edge control on. You take a crochet needle, the same crochet needles that you use when you are doing crochet looks. And I'm mad because I usually have one up here on my makeup desk and I don't. Anyway, so I hope this does you guys justice. But you take your crochet hook, you hook your braid into it, and you pull it through the base of your braid. So it's, for example, it's me taking the crochet hook, as y'all can see, putting this part through the hook, through the O part of the hook, and sliding it through the root of the same braid. And then you just keep doing that until it becomes tight or tighter. So yeah, that's it. That's my process. I'll show you guys the finished look in a minute.